C. Crump Jr. Well, this is the day the Lord has made, and we're here tonight to rejoice and to be glad in it. While you're standing, and we can never appreciate each other enough, and especially leadership enough. My Bishop Alfred A. Owens teaches us that good leadership is a blessing. Bad leadership is a curse. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, New Covenant, and say that you have great leadership. Help me thank God for this wonderful pastor in the Lord's church. Amen. Pastor Cynthia, Perkins, we thank God for her. And she is not who she is and as successful and prolific as she is as a pastor by herself. But we're grateful for her partner both in marriage and in ministry. Amen. Deacon Michael Perkins. We salute you, sir. This wonderful dynamic duo of ministry to this cadre and clergy, all these bishops and elders and pastors and ministry leaders and those who serve here. We celebrate you as well, and we thank God for your presence and participation tonight. And y'all know how I roll. I don't believe that anyone, even without a title or a front row seat, should be overlooked, ignored, or left out. So why don't you smile at everybody within 10 feet of you and tell them, I'm glad you're here tonight. Glad you're here tonight. So glad to see you. Glad to be here in Jesus' name. Didn't have to let me live. Didn't have to allow us to be here, but anybody just Holy Ghost happy tonight to be in the presence of the Lord. You can be seated. Man, we thank God for all that He's done and all that He has promised us. It's a joy to know that God's promise and His word will never return unto Him void, but it will do everything. Somebody say everything. Everything that it was predestined and purposed to do. And I am honored and appreciative to my dear sister, Pastor Perkins, for allowing us to come back again this year and celebrate another ministry milestone. I concur with my dear brother who stated that some may say that the second year isn't significant enough to garner and gather this aggregation and assembly of believers to celebrate their leader. But I believe every day, every week, every month, every year, that these men and women of God stay on the wall warrants appreciation and celebration. And so we celebrate her tonight. Many of you are acutely aware of the unfortunate reality that every day there's a pastor that commits suicide. Every day there's a ministry leader that walks away from their divine assignment. It was Reverend Dr. E. Dewey Smith who so eloquently suggested that if we had more armor bearers for ministry leaders, we would need less pall bearers for ministry leaders. And New Covenant, I believe your presence tonight is indicative of the fact that you want your pastor to live. I'm sorry, I thought I was we covered. Amen. If that's how you feel about it, just tell your neighbor, my pastor's going to live. She's not going to be stressed out. She's not going to be overwhelmed. I don't want her to have an emotional breakdown. And I want her to shine as bright as God intends for her life to shine. And with all that you've done thus far, I believe, amen, that the best is still yet to come. We bring you greetings from your brothers and sisters there in Rock Hill, South Carolina at Freedom Temple Ministries. Many of them are logging on and tuning in even now, and we are celebrating and supporting pastor and the people. Because prayerfully you understand that the success of the pulpit is the result of the support and the pew. Amen. And so we cannot celebrate pastor without also acknowledging and appreciating those in the pew. So give yourselves a rousing round of applause for another successful year of ministry. So we salute you all the way from Rock Hill, and I'm so grateful to have two of our very distinguished elders and ministry leaders here with us tonight. Elder Victor Thompson, Stanley Elder Thompson, who's traveling with us. Amen. Elder Anthony Smith, our executive assistant and administrator, amen, traveling with us tonight as well. I refused to miss this opportunity to celebrate Pastor. Amen. We were in London the early part of this week for our Mount Calvary convocation there. Came home and then spent a day in the office. And then left to go pick up my baby girl from school down in Atlanta. Amen. Drove down, picked her up, brought her back, then got on the road to come here. Amen. And tomorrow we've got 3 services, one at 8, one at 10, one at 3. But I refused to miss this night of celebration because Pastor Perkins and Deacon Perkins and this ministry is really dear to my heart. And I am so grateful, amen, to be here tonight. Come on, let's get right into the word. Daniel chapter 3. I want you to go all the way to the last verse, verse number 30 of Daniel chapter 3. Amen. When you have it, let it be made known by declaring I'm in the word. Daniel chapter 3. And I want to illuminate in your hearing verse number 30 of the 3rd chapter of Daniel. When you have it, let it be made known by declaring I'm in the word. Amen. I'll wait a few more of you. Some of you haven't been in that section of the Bible in a while. Amen. You're doing that fan search. If you got an old school Bible, amen. You got a new school Bible on your app, you scroll it. It's in there somewhere. Just keep scrolling. Amen. If you found it, say I'm there. Amen. If you're still looking, say I'm almost there. You ain't even trying, say go on without me. Amen. You're like, listen, my battery is low. I ain't got time to be looking it up. Amen. I might get a call. Amen. Daniel chapter 3. There you'll find these life-changing, challenging, and prayerfully converting words. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. It says again that then the king promoted. Somebody shout, promotion is coming.
Promotion is coming.
Yeah, then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. And God's people said, amen.
Amen.
From Daniel chapter 3 and verse 30 that we've read and illuminated in your hearing, for this historic ministry milestone moment that we've gathered to celebrate both pastor and her loving husband and the wonderful congregants of this great church. I want to talk tonight from the thought, I almost died getting here. Just look at somebody and tell them, I almost died getting here. I almost died getting here. One of the most insulting and frustrating feelings in the world is caused by those who have drawn a derogatory, demeaning, and degrading conclusion about your life. And the reason why it's so insulting is because they come to this disappointing conclusion about you.
Yeah.
When in fact, they've only read your introduction.
Yes, yes.
How is it possible for you to draw a conclusion if you've only spent a fragmented time period reading the introduction of my life?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if you've only read someone's introduction and skipped the meat in the middle, you have prevented yourself from realizing the true deep, dark details of their life's journey.
Yes, yes.
Every letter of every word of every sentence, every sentence in every paragraph, every paragraph of every chapter of your life can only be appreciated if it's read in its entirety. And that's why there are some people that are envious of you and jealous of you simply because they have drawn a conclusion about the totality of you. When the unfortunate reality is, they don't even know me.
Yeah.
You just elbow somebody next to you and tell them, you don't even know me. I know you see what I wear, you see what I drive, you heard about where I live, you got wind about where I work, but come on, just get in their face. We got security, don't be nervous. Tell them you don't even know me. You don't know me, and because you haven't spent time to get to know me, the traits, the steps of my life's journey, you draw a conclusion about me based on what I wear, what I drive, where I work. You get annoyed when you hear my hallelujah. You start acting spiritually stank when you see me shout. I ain't talking about none of y'all, I'm talking about people where I'm from. They get disturbed when they see me dance. And it's simply because you see me, you hear me, you don't even know me. That's why many of our foreparents, our grandparents and great-grandparents with a 3rd and 4th grade education level was wise enough to instill a nugget of perpetual truth that if we listened to it, our life would be a lot easier and more productive and prosperous. They tried to teach us this profound yet simple yet significant principle that said, never judge a book by its cover, because you'll be missing out on the contents within the parameters of its border.